Hey Drake, get to work.
Ugh. All right, I'm getting my workout in. All right, we are out here in the Sacramento area. We're gonna be building a ground level deck, and we're gonna show you the step-by-step process on how to do it. All right, step one to build a ground level deck is obviously removing the old deck, demo it safely, and take it to the dump. When you are planning for your deck, you want to make sure you got the right dimension deck boards to fit your deck. So deck board lengths come in 12s, 16s, and 20s. So you want to make sure it's something close to that so you don't have a lot of scrap left over, because this stuff is expensive. We ordered the Fortress Brazilian teak deck boards. It's a very high quality board made from PVC composite with a bamboo shell. It's very slip resistant, and it helps with also the heat. It doesn't get as hot in the heat, so you can walk out it barefoot a little bit easier. A couple differences of these deck boards: we have a grooved right here. A groove will be for our hidden fasteners, so you don't see any face screws on the top in the field. But around the perimeter of the deck and your stairs, you want to make sure you get a solid edge deck board, and these are you're going to be able to face down on top, but that just helps look a little bit more decorative around the edge, so you don't see this groove around the edge. All right, and we finished step 3. As you can see, that's setting the beams and the joists. Okay, we got if you want to figure out what size joist to use, the rule of thumb that we always go by is 2x6, you can span it 6 feet, a little bit more. 2x8, you can span it 8 feet, a little bit more. And I say a little bit more because if you go to decks.com, they will tell you that you can span a 2x6 Doug fir pressure treated joist 8 feet 4 inches. So the rule of thumb that we have here at DAU Construction is if we are going over 6 feet, we're gonna block it in the middle and help support that middle from bending in and moving at all. As you can see, it's pretty strong in here, nothing's moving, and we got a good solid base for our deck. On the outside, we got a 4x6, and you can see we ran a 2x12 pressure treated down because we're gonna have a big wraparound stair right here. We're gonna have a stair that's a little bit lower with 4 deck boards going around, so it's going to make this deck about 23 inches wider all the way around and tie into the corner over here. But you can see we set our 2x6 16 on center. Okay, make sure 16 on center is the maximum you want to go with for any type of composite material that's in the Trex or the Fortress categories or TimberTech. You want to stay within about 16 inches for your spacing. We set ours in some LU626 hangers. Those are hangers inside the beam. A lot of times you have the option to go either on top of the beam or inside of it, and we went inside because this is a low deck and we want to make sure we can get as low as possible. But yep, that's the substructure of our deck, and after lunchtime we'll be decking this thing. All right, we're on step 4 here. We're laying down our decking. As you can see, this is the nice Fortress Brazilian teak decking. It's a nice anti-slip material made out of PVC with the bamboo top. And we pre-planned to do a picture frame border on here so you don't have to see the edge of the deck boards. This is an ugly cut right here that you don't want to have see on the edge of your deck on this side. So what you do is you at least get your first one right where you want it. You get your picture frame and you make sure you have something to screw to right here. So we had 3 boards. We have a 2x12 on the outside. We have our girder, and then we had a joist back here real close so we can get our hidden fastener. But you want to make sure that the edge of your deck board is sitting on something solid over here. When we do this picture frame, we cut a 45 right here on the compact miter saw, and you get your first one cut, and then you're going to run a skill saw down this whole line. You're going to find out where you need to snap a line over the top of these deck boards. On this side, you'll get this one perfect, so you can snap your line right in between and cut them all up just like that.
What are you working on right now?
We are fastening the deck boards down with our camo edge hidden fasteners. Here's what they look like. They grip to the joists and gives you that nice 1/4 inch, I think it might be like a little less than a 1/4 inch gap, perfect gap between each one. And you got a T15 long bit. You've either got this little cheater thing right here, but I know how to find the hole. So we put them down just like this, make sure you have a nice tight gap. And you don't see any face screws when you do it this way.
What's up everybody, I'm Nick with DAU Construction. I'm the brains behind this operation, and today we're going to be going over step 5, our bonus step. So when we started to figure out our step here, we had to accommodate 4 deck boards. So if you look, it's 22.5 inches. So we came out 22.5 inches here. And in the dirt, we have 4x4 post bases. And then as we come around, we have a Fortress deck board sleeper, and the reason we do that is to eliminate rot for the rest of our frame. Over here we have a 4x4 set in the corner so that when our miters come together, everything is going to be able to be screwed down along here. But yeah, it's going to be a solid step, and let's get to decking.
All right, well, here's a look at the final product. We're all finished here. We accomplished what we set out to do. This deck definitely gave them a little bit more surface area to hang out on, put a little table or whatever they feel like they need to put on this deck. This perimeter step was a great idea by the owner. It really makes this deck become more dimensional. We're very happy with the look of it. This deck, the Fortress Brazilian Teak, is an anti-slip, and it's that PVC stuff. It's a lot lighter to work with, and you don't have to pre-drill the screws, and it just turned out really nice. We got a nice picture frame lined up all the way on this corner. But yeah, we got plenty of more projects on the way. Please like and subscribe. It really helps us out, and we look forward to posting more content for you guys. Did you hit that like button yet?